The 2023 Tour de France has been off the chain. I have been loving the competition. I have been loving the coverage. In my opinion, of the stages so far, I would say stage 2 and stage 6 have been the most exciting, man. Those attacks that was launched at the end to win those stages was just absolutely insane, man. Dang on LaFleur and damn Pogacar. Yo, that jump was crazy. And if you haven't seen those highlights, I cannot show you the actual footage from the Tour de France because YouTube will block my video. That footage is licensed to the Tour de France. But I did put links down in the description for stage 2 and stage 6. Check it out. I'm up here watching this, right? And I'm like, these are World Tour riders. And these jokers are launching these attacks and making them stick and taking them all the way to the line and winning the stages with them. That level of fitness was just freaking insane to me, man. And big shout out to NBC, man. NBC has been doing the extended coverage, the extended highlights. It has been on point, man. Very much appreciated. They've been about, I say about like maybe 25 minutes or so long. And usually I'm coming back from the gym, I'll jump on the trainer and I'll just put it on. With the 25 minutes, it's like, it's just long enough, but it's not too long and it's not too short. And it shows you everything you need to see, full highlights. It shows you the beginning, the middle, and the end, and it kind of goes into detail with the finish, man. Very much appreciate that from NBC, man. And dang on, welcome to another episode of CycleTalk, man. I'm your host, Mr. Robb Armstrong, and who am I? I'm the guy that's excited about the Tour de France, man. Probably a little too excited. But anyway, what are we talking about today, right? Today, we're talking about the Tour de France, obviously. I'm going kind of not deep in that, but that's the main thing we're talking about. And then I got another random topic that I want to bring up to y'all to get y'all opinion, and I'm going to close out with that, right? So jumping back into the Tour de France, right? Dude, the Tour de France just got me so freaking hyped, man. And one of my questions to you, right? Regarding bike tech, right? Because the Tour de France is it's the biggest bike race of the year, right? Who has the hottest bike, right? I'm gonna tell you who's got the hottest bike. Trek. Hands down, man. That dang on metallic flip-flop paint job, that thing is fire, bro. It is fire. And I'm gonna tell you something, right? I absolutely love and adore my Trek. I really do. And I like the colorway of it. I actually love the colorway of my bike because it's very unique and I don't really see I've never seen one in person like mine. But looking at this custom painted one from the tour, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been thinking about taking my bike apart and maybe getting it custom painted. And I've also thought about getting a whole nother bike, man. Just get a whole nother Trek, man, and just get it custom painted. Like that's how much interest I have from this bike. It just looks, dude, it looks so dope, man. Another dope bike, right? It's not the hottest, but a dope bike is the BMC, man. I don't know if y'all seen this BMC, and I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's paint or if it's wrap, but it kind of has like a graffiti type of theme to it. And they said it was designed in collaboration with Red Bull, right? And when I see that bike, it kind of reminds me of I don't know if you ever heard of the brand Bont, right? Bont has they make shoes, right? Bont has a specific shoe called the Bont Riot, and they make a colorway of that. It kind of looks like graffiti. And it reminds me of that bike. Like if I had that BMC Red Bull graffiti themed bike, dude, I would have those Bont Riot shoes to go with it. It is really dope, man. I'd say Trek has the hottest bike, and that BMC bike, just the colorway of it is pretty dope. Like the lines in it, I don't know if I'm really feeling all the lines in it. It has a very unique top tube shape. It's kind of real thick at one point, and then it gets like mad thin. I've never seen a top tube that thin, but I don't know. What y'all think about it? Y'all feeling it or not? I'm feeling the dang on paintwork, but I don't know if I'm feeling like the overall bike, right? Okay, next thing, right? Kit. Who has the hottest kit in the tour? And I'm going to tell you who does, right? Team UAE. Oh my goodness, their kit is so fire. To me, it's kind of like, it's kind of simple, but it still just kind of stands out. Like the white center with the UAE and the black sleeves. Man, I'm telling you, that joint is fire, bro. I don't even know who makes their kit, man. Like who's sponsoring them? Is like, is it Rafa or Santini or whoever? But I really want a UAE jersey, man, because that kit is fire, man. And out of all the kits, I would say them and of course EF Education, man. Team EF Education always got some crazy color kits, man. I love the pink themed colorway. They always got fire kit. And besides that, to be honest, nobody else really stood out to me as far as kit. Team UAE and EF Education always, right? But then I got a random one for you, right? The dang on green jersey. What is up with the green jersey? Did they run out of color for that thing? Because it just looks mad weird, right? Because like it's usually like a very, very bright green and it stands out in the Peloton, you know? So like you got the yellow jersey, right? The yellow jersey has a very bright hue to it, and then the green is about the same, lack of better words, better term, complexion, right? But this year, the green jersey just I don't know. It just looks faded to me, man. It just blends in with the Peloton. I don't know why they did that. I don't know if that's the new norm, but I'm not feeling the green jersey at all. I think they need to go back to the bright green jersey, the same hue color or the hue temperature as the yellow joint. But that faded green, we not feeling it, bro. Not at all. Go back to the bright joint. All right, last thing, right? And this is mad random, right? So my question to the audience, right? And I really need some feedback on this, man. Drop me a comment or something. And matter of fact, if you are liking the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Drop a like, drop a comment, give me some type of feedback. So my question to y'all is, are you stretching before and after you on the bike, right? Are you stretching before the bike and are you stretching after the bike? And I say that because, dude, I'm almost 40 years old, right? And I know there's a lot of people that's riding and they're older than me, and everyone's got like, you know, a routine that they do either before the bike or after the bike. And if you're doing some stretching, like how in depth is your stretching regimen? You know, how long is it? And then what are you doing? And do you feel like it's really helping you, right? So for me, I don't necessarily just specifically stretch. When I go to the gym and I gym like 3, 4 times a week, I kind of do things that I feel like is going to help me on the bike. Because I love working out, but I also like riding the bike. So while I'm working out, if I can do things that's going to help me on the bike, then that's great. And I do a lot of plyometrics, body weight squats. I do things on like the balance ball, single leg lunges, body weight lunges, and like bands. And I feel like that kind of strengthens my legs and gives me a full range of motion through that workout, and it helps me on the bike, right? But I'm saying all that because it's going to lead up to something else, right? I was talking to my buddy the other day, and he was like, man, you probably need to go to a chiropractor, man, because he said he usually goes to the chiropractor, I want to say probably like 4 or 5 times a month. And, you know, you're just getting older, your body's kind of getting misaligned, out of line, and, you know, that chiropractor probably hook you up and, you know, get you back in line, right? So he's been telling me this for like a little while now, and it's kind of been in the back of my mind, but I really haven't like acted on it. So last week, 4th of July, I'm hanging out with my mom, right? I'm at my mom's house, right? And I'm talking to my stepdad, and my stepdad's like, yo, I went to the chiropractor and they hooked me up. And I'm like, chiropractor? Where you go to the chiropractor? He's like, at the flea market. The flea market. So up the street from my mom's house, they got this huge flea market, right? And in this flea market, dude, I'm telling you, they got everything. I'm talking about from chickens to refrigerators, man. They got everything. So they in the flea market, and my stepdad, Duke, right? He sees this chiropractor and he's talking to the guy. He's like, hey, man, you know, how much it costs? He's like, $40. I said, you paid $40 for this flea market chiropractor. He said, yeah, man. And he hooked me up. I said, was it that good? He said, man, it's that good. He's like, hey, man, your aunt went too. I said, what? So my aunt comes out to ask her. I said, hey, what's up with this $40 chiropractor at the flea market? She was like, hey, I ain't been walking with my cane all day. So like I'm mad interested in this thing, right? So the last person that's gonna sell me on this is my mama, right? My mama gonna tell her like it is. So my mom comes out. I said, yo, what's up with this $40 chiropractor? She's like, it ain't it. I said, it ain't it. I said, yo, Duke said it worked for him. You know, Aunt said it worked for her. She was like, no, man, that joker came out with some damn power tools. I said, power tools? He said, yeah, he came out and he was going to work on them. But listen, I'm not even going to lie to y'all, man. The next time I go see my mom, I might go spend this $40 on this chiropractor because I'm so interested to see, you know, I probably should just take my camera and film the whole thing and see. But I'm gonna tell you this, right? For those of you that are following me on Strava, right? If you're following me on Strava and you see no activity for like a week or two, he done broke my damn back, man. So I'm just letting y'all know in advance, if there's no activity on Strava, I'm freaking hurt, man. Come get me. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Thanks for hanging out for another episode of CycleTalk, and I'll catch you next time. I am out.